Hello students, this is Vinay sir, your mathematics teacher. Once again, I welcome you all to the online class organized by Alchemy School. In previous class, we all have seen how we can solve the question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3 from exercise 3.1. Today we all are going to see how we can solve the next question, that is question number 4. So let's see what is given in question number 4. In question number 4, examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of the angles deduced from that. Okay, we have to examine the figures. These figures are divided into different triangles. We have to examine the sum of the angles for the given polygons. Okay, so let's see the first figure. The first figure is a triangle. The first figure is a triangle, and the sum of the angles in a triangle we know that is 180 degree. Okay, so when we have the next figure is divided into two triangles. Okay, so the sum of the angles for one triangle is 180 degree. The same time the sum of the angles will be 180 degree for the next triangle. Okay, when we add these two sums of angles, we get the total sum of the angles for this quadrilateral, that is 360 degree. Okay, when we talk about the next figure, that is a pentagon, we know, and a pentagon can be divided into different three triangles. Okay, so the sum of the angles for this triangle will be 180 degree. The sum of the angles for this triangle will be 180 degree, and the sum of the angles for this triangle will be 180 degree. When we add these sum of angles, we get here 540 degree, and this is the sum of the angles for this pentagon. Okay, the same way we can examine the next figure. The next figure is a hexagon here. So a hexagon can be divided into four triangles. So for the first triangle, the sum of the angle will be 180 degree. The same for the second triangle, again it has 180 degree. For the third triangle, it has again 180 degree. And for the fourth triangle, again it is 180 degree. When we add these sum of angles, we get here 720 degree. This 720 degree will be the sum of the angles for this hexagon. When we add the angles of this hexagon, we get the result as 720 degree. Okay, so students, we can find the sum of the angles by applying a formula, and the formula is sum of the angles of a polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, where n is equal to number of sides. Okay, so we can use this formula to find the sum of the angles for the given polygons. Let's see how we can use this formula. The formula is, again I am writing here, sum of the angles of a polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. This is the formula. We are going to apply this formula for this triangle. So number 1 for triangle, sum of the angles of a triangle. We know that a triangle has three sides, so is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, where n is equal to 3 because the number of sides are 3, so we can put this value in the formula. So we can write here 3 minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, when we subtract this 2, we get here 1 into 180 degree, and we find the result as 180 degree. So we can say the sum of the angles for the triangle is 180 degree. We can check the formula for quadrilateral. Okay, so we can write here sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, where n is equal to 4 because the number of sides a quadrilateral contain, that is 4. So we can put the value of n in the formula. So 4 minus 2 into 180 degree. When we subtract 2 from 2, we get here 2 into 180 degree. When we multiply these, we get here 360 degree, and we know that the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degree. We can apply the same formula for pentagon. Okay, so let's see, in a pentagon, sum of the angles in a pentagon is n minus 2 into 180 degree, where n is equal to 5 because it has 5 sides. So we can put the value of n in the formula. 5 minus 2 into 180 degree. When we subtract this 2 from 5, we get here 3, and 3 into 180 degree. When we multiply, 18 3s are 54 and 0. So the sum of the angles in a pentagon will be 540 degree. We can apply the same formula to find the sum of the angles for this hexagon also. So we can see sum of the angles in a hexagon is equal to the same formula we have to write here, n minus 2 into 180 degree. So n is equal to here 6 because it contains 6 sides. We can put the value of n in the formula. 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. When we subtract this 2 from 6, we get the result 4 into 180 degree, and when we multiply this value, 18 4s are 72, we get the result here 720 degree. So now we can say the sum of the angles for this hexagon will be 720 degree. Okay, now we are coming to the next part of the question. The question is, what can you say about the angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides? We have given some question here. What you can say about the sum of the angles of a polygon with number of sides? The A is if it has 7 sides. Okay, so simply we can put the value of, if the polygon has 7 sides, so the value of n will be 7. Okay, so we can write here for this, sum of the angles of polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, and because it has 7 sides, so n is equal to 7, and we put the value of n in the formula. So we can write here 7 minus 2 into 180 degree, and when we subtract this, we get here 5 into 180 degree. When we multiply, 18 5s are 90, and so this is 900 degree. So sum of the angles in a polygon which has 7 sides will be 900 degree. Okay, the next is, what will be the sum of the angles of a polygon which has 8 sides? Okay, next part of the question is, if it has 8 sides, basically we know that a polygon which has 8 sides is called octagon. Okay, so what will be the sum of the angles for a octagon? we can write here sum of the angles in a polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. The same formula we have applied here. The value of n is 8 because octagon contains 8 sides. So now we can put the value of n in the formula. We can write 8 minus 2 into 180 degree. When we subtract this 2 from 8, we get here 6 into 180 degree, and when we multiply 18 6 are 108 and 0 I will write here, so it will be 1080 degree. So we can say a polygon which has 8 sides, the sum of the angles will be 1080 degree. Okay. Same formula we can apply, we can see for a polygon which has 10 sides. Okay. So let's see. If we have a polygon which has 10 sides, so sum of the angles of a polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, n is equal to 10. So we can put the value of n in the formula, 10 minus 2 into 180 degree, and when we subtract this 2 from 10 we get here 8, and it is multiplied by 180 degree, 1440 degree. So sum of the angles of a polygon which has 10 sides will be 1440 degree. Okay. Now the last part of the question is, if a polygon has n side, so what will be the sum of the angles for that polygon? Okay. So if we have a polygon which has n sides, okay, so we can simply write sum of angles in a polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, where the number of sides are n. So we can say the sum of the angles will be n minus 2 into 180 degree. So this is the sum of the angle for a polygon which has n sides. Okay. So students, we all have seen here how we can solve the question number 4. You can practice it one more time so you can understand it better. Now we all are going to see the next question, that is question number 5. Let's see what is given in question number 5. So students, what is a regular polygon? State the name of the regular polygon of 3 sides, 4 sides and 6 sides. So we all know what is a regular polygon. A regular polygon is a polygon which has all the equal angles and all the equal sides. So what is about a regular polygon which has 3 sides? If a polygon contains 3 equal sides, so we know that it is considered as equilateral triangle. If a polygon contains 4 equal sides, so obviously it will be a square. Okay, we cannot include the rhombus here because a rhombus is not considered as a regular polygon because it does not have equal angles. Okay, it has equal sides but it does not has equal angles. Okay, the next is, what is about a polygon which has 6 sides? What is a regular polygon which has 6 sides? So if a polygon has 6 sides, it is considered as hexagon, and if it has 6 equal sides, so it will be considered as regular hexagon. Okay, a hexagon contains 6 sides. It is not necessary to have equal sides in a hexagon, but when we talk about a regular hexagon, it is must to have 6 equal sides. Okay, so we have seen the question number 5. Okay, the next question that we are going to see here, that is question number 6. So in question number 6, it is saying, for find the angle measure x in the following figure. We can see here we have two quadrilaterals. Okay, this is a quadrilateral and this is also a quadrilateral. We have to find the angle that is represented by x. Okay, we have to find the measure of this angle and we have to find the measure of this angle. So let's see the first question, that is question A. We all know the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is always 360 degree. So we can write here sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degree. We can write these sum. So we can write here 50 plus 130, 50 degree plus 130 degree plus 120 degree plus x. When we add these value, it will be equal to 360 degree. So we can write, we can add these value first. 0, 0, 0, it will be 0. 2, 3, 5, 5 and 5, 10. Again we have 0 here and 1, 1, 2 and 3. So when we add these value, we get 300. 300 plus x is equal to 360 degree. When we take this 300 to the other side, so x will be 360 degree minus 300 degree. When we subtract 300 from 360 degree, the value of x will be 60 degree. Okay, so we got here the value of x. The same criteria we can apply in the next question. So now we will find the value of x for the next figure. Okay, so when we observe this quadrilateral, we will find that the small box represent a right angle, and when we add these two angles, we get 180 degree, because this angle and this angle make a linear pair angle. Okay, so when this angle is 90 degree, first of all we have to name this angle as A. Okay, now we can find the value of this A. So this 90 degree plus A always make 180 degree. Why? Because it is a linear pair angle. Okay, so now we can find the value of A first. A is equal to 180 minus 90 degree. So the value of A will be 90 degree. Okay, so now we can say this is a 90 degree. Now we can find the value of x. We know that sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is always 360 degree. We can add 90 degree plus x plus 70 degree plus 60 degree is equal to 360 degree. When we add these value, 6 and 7 13, 13 and 9 22, so 220 plus x is equal to 360 degree. And when we take this 220 to the other side, we get the value of x 360 minus 220. When we subtract this, we get 0, 6 minus 2, 4 and 3 minus 2 is 1. So the value of x will be 140 degree for this figure. Okay, so now let's see the next part of the question number 6, that is question C. So in this figure we have to find, again we have to find the value of x. So when we observe this figure, we will find we don't have the value of this angle and this angle. Okay, and sum of the angles in a pentagon, we know it is 540 degree. Okay, so first of all we have to find the value of this angle and this angle. So let's give them name. So these two angles will be denoted by angle A and angle B. We don't have the value of A and B, but we can say the sum of this angle and this angle always will be 180 degree, because these two angles are linear pair angle. So we can write here 70 plus A is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because it is a linear pair angle. Okay, so when we take this 70 to the other side, we get the value of A 180 minus 70. So A will be 110 degree. So now we have the value of A. The same way we can find the value of B also. So we can write B plus 60 degree is equal to 180 degree. The same property we have to write here because it is a linear pair angle. Okay. So when we take this 60 to the other side, we get the value of B, 180 minus 60. So B is equal to 120 degree. So now we have the value of B. We have the value of A and we have the value of B. It means now we have the value of this angle and this angle both. Now we can find the value of X. Okay. Sum of the angles of pentagon is equal to 540 degree. Okay, we can write the angles, that is 30 degree plus x plus A plus B is equal to 540 degree. So this is 30 plus we can write the value of A, that is 110. We can write the value of B, that is 120 degree, and we can write X and X. We get 540 degree. When we add these three values, 0, 0, 0, we can write 0, 2, 1, 3 and 3, 6, 1 and 1, 2. 260 degree plus X and X will be added and we get 2X is equal to 540 degree. When we take this 260 to the other side, we get the value of 2x. So 540 minus 260. When we subtract 260 from 540, we get the value of 2x. So 2x is equal to 280. So what is the value of x? X is 280, and because 2 is in multiplication with x, when we take to the other side, it divides 280. So x is equal to 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So it will be 140 degree. So the value of x is 140 degree here for this polygon. Okay. One part of this question is remaining. That is a regular pentagon. You can find by yourself. Okay. So now students, the next question that we are going to discuss here, that is question number 7. This is the last question of exercise. Okay. So let's see how we can solve it. We have given a figure here and it is asking to find the value of x plus y plus z. So when we observe this x, y and z, we will find these are the exterior angle of this polygon. So easily we can write the value of x plus y plus z, because already we have discussed the exterior angle. The sum of the exterior angle of a polygon is always 360 degree. Okay. So we can write it x plus y plus z is equal to 360 degree. We can find the measure of x, we can find the measure of y, we can find the measure of z, and when we add these value, we will get the same result as 360 degree. When we are going to find the value of x, value of y, value of z, we have to find the value of this angle also. So let's denote this angle by a. Okay. So we have to find the value of a first. So we can write here 90 plus 30 plus a is equal to 180 degree. We can add these two. We will find 120 plus a is equal to 180 degree. So a is equal to 180 minus 120 is equal to 60 degree. So the value of a is 60 degree. Let's find the value of x. So this angle and this angle is a linear pair angle. So we can write here 90 plus x is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because it is a linear pair angle. Okay. Simply when we take this 90 to the other side, x is equal to 180 minus 90, x is equal to 90 degree. So now we have the value of x. We can find the value of y. So a plus y is equal to 180 degree. The value of a we got here 60 degree. 60 plus y is equal to 180 degree. So y is equal to 180 minus 60 is equal to 120 degree. So the value of y is 120 degree. The same way we can find the value of z also. So we can write z plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. So z is equal to 180 minus 30, z is equal to 150 degree. So this is the value of z. When we add this 90 plus 120 plus 150, we get the result 360. So we can say sum of x plus y plus z is equal to 360 degree. That's it. So students, you can practice these questions one more time so you can understand it better. Keep practicing, keep learning, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much.